Hey everybody, so today's video is going to be my August wrap-up. Yes, this month wasn't really a good reading month. I only read / listened to one book, and then the rest of the month I watched a bunch of movies. Yeah, I kind of was a little bit ashamed of myself. I was like, Richard, like, what the hell? But then I sat there and I was just like, it doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't matter. And I do that to myself a lot, and I always, tell myself, and I always say this, is that it doesn't matter whether or not you read during the month, whether you read one book during the month or anything, but I've been letting it get to me a lot lately. During the summertime, still summer now, but during the summertime I only read 9 books during the summer. Last year I read 22 books during the summer. So I don't know what's going on. It has a lot to do with my book coming out, so I know it's that too. But yeah, so just haven't been reading a lot lately. I don't know what the heck is going to happen the rest of this year. I guess we will see, but I'm not going to put a bunch of pressure on myself because it's just going to end up bad. So yeah, so the book that I did read / listen to was Kathy Griffin's Celebrity Run-Ins, My A through Z Index. I love this. It's narrated by Kathy Griffin. Thought it was amazing. 5 out of 5 stars. I loved it so much. And yeah, I really liked it. It's Kathy Griffin. I'm gonna love it. But yeah, so that's it for the books. So now we're gonna get on to the wrap up for the movies. So got a little list right here. And I saw Annabelle this month with my best friend. We went to go watch it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. And one thing I forgot to mention in my review of the movie is that the child actors did a great job, an amazing job. They deserve their recognition for that. I forgot to mention that, and I feel real bad about that, but still the movie wasn't good. It doesn't have anything to do with the child actors. They were amazing. It's just the story, it wasn't good. But yeah, so I really didn't care for it. I'm hoping, please, that when it comes out, I will be talking about that on here too, that it's amazing. I just hope. Yes, please. Nothing can touch Tim Curry. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care. This is not a remake, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. We already had a portrayal of Pennywise. That's what, like, a bunch of kids, including me, grew up with. So you can't just negate that and then pretend that never happened. No, it doesn't work like that. So I guess we'll see what Bill Skarsgård, I think, does with Pennywise. So I guess we'll see what happens. And then I watched Creepshow, which is a 1980s horror anthology movie. Of course I loved it. I loved it. I want my cake. Yes, now I want cake. That's from the movie. But I'm gonna watch the sequel of it in September, so yes, excited about that. And then I went ahead and watched The Babadook, finally. I watched like a half hour of it and then I turned it off because it was boring. And I know people are gonna be like, but you just don't understand it. It's a different type of horror movie. I'm just not the type that likes those types of horror movies that often, or I just don't know what it was. It just was very boring to me. Through that 30 minutes of it, I was just like, this kid needs an ass whooping. Like, what? No. So, I mean, it's just like the story wasn't really working with me. It wasn't scary. Felt more like a drama than a horror movie, and I just wasn't in for it, and I will not ever watch it again. Sorry about that. And then I went ahead and watched TV shows. I watched The Exorcist. I went ahead and watched the full season. I binged it and I loved every minute of it. It was awesome. It was awesome. I'm gonna say this. It was better, that one series of The Exorcist, that it's getting a second season, I'm excited about that, was better than the last 2 seasons of American Horror Story. Yeah, let that sink in. It was scary, it was insane, it had twists, it had all this crazy stuff, and I loved it. So I can't wait to see what they do with season 2. Supposedly, from what I hear and from what I've seen in the show, one of the priests in it is gay, and I'm like, yes, please, more representation on TV. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. And then I watched Tales from the Dark Side on Shudder, which is a horror app that I use. I've been trying to use it a lot more lately. I subscribed to it about a few months ago and I got 2 months free, and so far I've paid for 2 other months, and I'm using it, but I'm not using it that much, and which is crazy to me because, you know, I love horror movies, but I haven't been using it that much. And I'm gonna try my best to make myself use it in August, because if I'm not gonna use it, why keep buying it? Why keep paying for it? So yeah, so I'm gonna give myself the rest of August to see if I even use it, and if I don't, you know, as I have Netflix. But I want to support the horror, you know, community and the horror genre, so that's why I have Shudder. So I guess we'll see, but I've been watching that on Shudder, and of course I love it. It's an awesome TV series. And then Parks and Rec, I rewatched for the 3rd time on Netflix. I'm on the 6th season right now, I think, and of course I'm loving it so much. I love it, I love it. I still have not watched, since it's been done, I have not watched the 7th season. The final season, I have never watched it. So I'm freaking myself out a little bit because I'm like, it's gonna end for me. So yeah, but this time around I'm gonna go ahead and watch the 7th season. And then I've also been watching Younger. I don't need this anymore, I can put it down. And I really like that show too as well. It's a drama / comedy about this woman. I think everyone knows what it's about. It's pretty popular. Who's 44 if I'm not mistaken, and she's pretending to be 26. And it's not believable at all, to be honest. But it's a really fun show, and Hilary Duff is in it, so yes. And then I went ahead and watched the 4 Nightmare on Elm Street movies in this 4-pack that I got. Yes, all 4 of them. Nightmare on Elm Street, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 3. Dream Warriors is my favorite. I could watch that one all the time. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be watching it again in October. But I love that one so much. So much. Whenever it's on, I get like this rush of nostalgia, and I'm just, so I love this. I loved all of these, but I love number 3 more. And then I watched House of Wax, and I really like this movie. I hadn't watched it in years, so when I found it for 89 cents at the pawn shop and then I bought it, I was like, I remember really liking this and loving Paris Hilton in this, so let me watch it again. And I still like it, it's just that it's not really that good of a movie, you know? I just like, it reminded me of that. I was like, yeah, I remember why I don't own you, but it's cool because I own you now and you were only 89 cents. So yeah, I still like Paris Hilton, and I thought her death scene was really cool. Then I watched Silver Bullet, which is a Stephen King movie, and this one is about a young boy who is in a wheelchair, and there's a werewolf killing people in this town. And I love this movie. It's perfect for the summertime, even though half of it takes place during the summer and the rest of it takes place like in the fall. But it's a really, really good movie. I love this one a lot. And then I went ahead and watched these 2 movies right here, because sadly Tobe Hooper, who is an amazing horror director, passed away. And it broke my heart because we just lost George Romero, and then before that, the last one I can remember is Wes Craven. And it just makes me sad because these are the people who sort of built horror, and like, I'm so scared to even think of John Carpenter passing away. But like, it's just like, these people built it, they know what it is, and they wielded everything of it, and they're gone. And it's scaring me because I'm just like, all these new people that are coming up, a lot of them think they know what horror is, and most of them don't have any idea. And it just scares me to think that these new directors are going to come in and just change the genre, and I just don't like that because I don't like change, first of all. And it's just like, I don't know, it bothers me because like, it's like all the good people are leaving. But I went ahead and watched Poltergeist and The Funhouse, which is right here in this 4-pack. To like, in memory of him, I went ahead and watched these. Loved them both. I've always loved these movies. Hadn't seen Poltergeist though since I was a kid, so that was really interesting. And of course I loved it though. But the remake is crap. Don't go watch it. Do not waste your time, please. Watch the original of it. But he directed both of these awesome movies. I'm going to be watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1 and 2 in September, along with the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre, even though I don't think Tobe Hooper had anything to do with that. Yeah, so yes, Rest in peace, Hope Hooper. But that is it for today. I will see you guys next time with another video. I hope you guys had a great reading month / movie watching month or TV show watching month. Hopefully next month it gets better. If it doesn't, oh well, I will have more movies to talk about. So yeah. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.